Oh, hey. Hey there, chicken nuggets. I didn't know you guys were here yet. Is it time? I must have fallen asleep while I was waiting. It is time. Intermission's over. Yes. Kids, you're here. Do you know what that means? It means we get to hear the rest of Esther's story. I'm sorry, what was the line again?
We finally get to see how this wild story ends.
We finally get to see how this wild story ends.
There he is.
Grace, thank goodness you're here. Hey kids, Grace is here. Grace, are we gonna finish the story?
Of course. But first, can you do me a favor?
Anything.
Give me a recap of what we talked about last week.
Easy. Esther, she's the queen. Mordecai, he is not the queen. He is Esther's cousin, and they are both Jewish. Now, there's this bad guy named Haman, and he is Xerxes' right-hand man. And Haman does not like Mordecai or the Jewish people. So Haman asks Xerxes, hey, you should make these laws. And Xerxes is like, yeah, sure. So Haman made a law that would kill all the Jewish people. No. Esther knew she had to do something about it. And she knew the king could help stop the law, but she could have talked to the king without an appointment. And if she did go talk to him, she would be in big trouble. But Mordecai reminded Esther, hey, maybe God made you queen for just the time as of this, what you're in. So she said she will go talk to the king. But she told her people, hey, you can't eat, and let's all pray so God can help us with this thing. But all her people must stop eating and pray to God until all this is done.
Nice job, Carl. You get a round of applause for that.
Thank you. Thank you. That was really good. Thank you.
So let's pick up where you left off. Esther put on her royal robe, her nice crown, and stood outside the palace where the king was. Xerxes saw her and called her over. He asked her what she would like, 'cause he would give it to her.
Here it comes.
So it was at that time Esther asked if the king could go to her banquet tomorrow.
Huh?
Yep, she invited not only him, but Haman to a big dinner party.
Okay, not what I was expecting. Why was she throwing a party instead of begging the king to save the people?
All in good time, Carl. Esther was playing it smart. You'll see. So, the king and Haman came to Esther's banquet, and I'm sure everyone was having a good time. Then King Xerxes asked her again, what request does she have for him? Then she asked him.
Now here it comes.
She asked if they both could come to another banquet tomorrow night.
You gotta be kidding me. Just ask him, Esther. Just ask him.
Well, be patient, Carl, because tomorrow came and the three of them were there at dinner, and the king asked a third time, what do you need from me? And then Esther asked the king.
Let me guess, to come to another dinner party. Nope, I'm not getting excited because I just got my hopes up twice before and it gave me a headache. Okay, fine. What did she ask?
She looked at King Xerxes and asked if he would be willing to save the lives of her and her people.
Yeah! Go, Esther!
She told him someone had ordered for the Jewish people to be destroyed, and she knew the king was the only one that could help her. And this made Xerxes angry.
Oh, I bet. What did he say?
He asked Esther who had made that order, and she told him it was all Haman's idea.
In your face, Haman!
Haman was then taken away by the royal guards, and he never bothered anyone ever again. Then King Xerxes gave Esther the authority over all that Haman had, and they had the law reversed.
So the people were safe?
Yep. Esther's courage had saved her people and stopped so much hurt from happening.
You can say that again. And she did it in such an interesting way, too.
Right? She could have just asked out right from the start, but Esther trusted her instincts. She instead made a plan that would get the king and Haman in the same place and comfortable enough to talk about a pretty serious issue. Whatever Esther had in her mind, it worked, and she proved that doing the right thing is always the best thing.
Totally. I just can't imagine the worry she was feeling. Do you think God takes that worry feeling away that we have sometimes and makes it disappear?
Sometimes, whether it's a worried feeling or bad thoughts, We can ask God to give us peace in every situation. Do you feel worried, Carl?
Well, not right now, but I have. Sometimes I have to like take a test or go somewhere new. I don't know.
Maybe you feel worried about standing on a stage in a play?
Yeah, maybe.
Listen, Carl, we've learned this month that God will never leave us. So don't worry, you're not alone. And if you do feel an uneasiness, pray. Pray to God and ask your friends to pray for you. God is the only one that can give us peace.
Wow, thanks, Grace. I think I'm ready to go to the play.
That's great, because you do know it starts in 1 hour, right?
Very funny. Holy Broadway, I gotta go! Bye, kids. Wish me luck. How do you get out of this?
Can you believe how brave Esther was in today's story? Even with so much at stake, she stood firm in her belief and trusted God would take care of her. That is why our big idea is God gives us peace behind the scenes. So let's shout it out loud on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. God gives us peace behind the scenes. Wonderful job, kids. Now, I can't tell you how much fun I had hanging with you kids this whole month, but it's time for the curtain call and I gotta go. But promise me you'll be here next week. All right? Perfect. I'll see you then. Bye.
1 hour later. Thank you. Thank you. This jacket's very tight and uncomfortable, but I look good. I do look good. I did it for you, all of you. Thank you.